Alright, hey, here's Mickey here, and I'm making a Toyota RAV4 Prime video. Well, pretty much any Toyota video, alright? Any Toyota. So right now, what Hades Omega is trying to do is I'm looking for service manuals, alright? So every one of my cars that I own a service manual, alright? So like a Chilton, a Haynes, or like I download the service manual from like Toyota or Mitsubishi or whatever. And I don't have one for my 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime, right? Why? It's because it's so new, and two, they don't print out service manuals anymore, okay? They don't have the big, like, freaking encyclopedias that they used to have. Everything is all, like, from a computer now, okay? So I think that's how the technicians do their work, all right? So they just look it up on the computer, and then, okay, we need to change the oil, all right, or we need to change the transmission fluid, and they look it up on the computer on what's called TECHINFO, all right, a tech stream or something, all right. It's called Toyota TECHINFO, all right. And so so what I'm doing in the process of doing right now is I'm downloading like all the manuals and stuff for my 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime, right. I found some pretty interesting stuff in there. Like a TRD oil cap or something. There's some TRD parts that aren't listed, but it's like it's in the RAV4 Prime section, all right? You can literally look up any Toyota vehicle and all the service stuff for it till like 1987 or something. So any Toyota from now till like 1987, they have all the 411 on it, all right? So I'm just gonna kind of show you it. And so what I did is it's a subscription, all right? So if you're like, they have like different subscription levels too. You can access like different stuff. So like if you're like a Toyota technician or something, then yeah, you would probably get the like some kind of professional subscription or something. And it allows you to use like the fancy computers and stuff. There's so much stuff on the car, it's ridiculous, man. You need like a special computer for this, a special computer for that, like, so hopefully none of that stuff breaks on my RAV4 Prime, because I won't be able to fix it, okay? But like a lot of the mechanical stuff, you know, like brake pads, torque specs, that's what I'm after, all right? I'm looking for torque specs. It's very, very important that when you remove something or you unbolt something from your vehicle, that when you're tightening it with the wrench, you know how much torque to put on it, all right? That's basic, mechanics, or that's basic, technician auto tech 101, right? When you tighten the fastener, you got to use a torque wrench, because you got to know how much to tighten it, all right? I mean, yeah, a lot of the small, even especially the small bolts, okay? Especially the small bolts, because you don't want to torque it too much, because you might strip the threads, break the bolt, something, all right? So that's why you gotta, hopefully there's no typos on any of those torque specs too. So yeah, that's why you gotta have torque specs, all right? So that's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna be doing some suspension work on my RAV4 Prime, and I want to get all the torque specs and stuff. And the manual is very nice. It has, well, I'll show you. Let's check it out. All right, guys. I'm here in the Toyota TECHINFO website. All right. So what I did is I did a 2-day subscription. All right. I did the most basic one. A 2-day subscription is like $20. All right. That's about the price of maybe like a Haynes or Chilton's book. All right. And in my opinion, it's totally worth it if you take advantage of it. Okay. So unfortunately, so this is the repair manual for the RAV4 Prime. All right. So right now I'm looking at the brake. Yeah. What are we doing right now? It just says brake. All right. So it's in the manual, and it's in the brake chapter. Okay. So there's like, this is kind of how the repair manual. So there's like technical service bulletins, like just those are like supplemental manuals they made after they make this stuff. It also tells you like from what years and stuff. So this is I'm logged into the 2021 model year RAV4 Prime, okay, and that kind of goes from like the XSE and the XSE premium package. There's a lot of stuff in here that, like, I have the SE model. There's some stuff that I don't have, right? Like navigation, I don't have any of that stuff in there, okay? But anyway, So this is kind of how the manual works. Says Toyota 2021 to 2023 RAV4 Prime Repair Manual. All right, that's where I'm in right now. They've got different tables of contents. It's very similar to like a book. Okay, guys. There's general, audio. So far I've gone through general, audio, and now I'm in the brake section. Okay, and then so I'm looking at the front brakes right now. So that's what we're looking at, and so when you click on front brakes, generally it'll have components, removal. Okay, this one has disassembly because you're going to take the calipers apart, right? And what the inspection is. Usually most of the stuff has like three pages to it. All right, one will be components, I notice. Then the next one will be removal, and the next will be installation, and there might be like something like inspection. Okay. So anyway, let's go take a look at the front brake one. So here we've got a diagram with the front brake caliper. Okay, I'm not supposed to really be sharing this with you guys, but I'm just kind of giving you guys a preview of what you get when you get the subscription. Okay. So yeah, it has all the information about this, you know, the page and everything. So this was last modified on 22nd of 2022, like a month ago. Wow, I'm surprised. Okay. I'm surprised, because I have the 2021 model. And here they've got pictures of the caliper. All right, nice. It's in blue. It's interesting. So here we got the brake line. Here's the brake caliper, and then here's the banjo bolt. All right. So and then they have the torque spec right here. All right. They've got it in 3 different torques, and I believe the one on the far right here is foot-pounds. And I think Newton meters is this one, and this one is some funky one. It tells you here somewhere. Oh, right here. Okay, so tightening for major torque areas involving basic vehicle performance such as moving, turning, stopping. Anyway, the first number is a Newton meters. The second is kgf. What's I don't know what that is. kgf-cm. All right, that's some kind of weird unit. And then foot-pounds. All right, and so in America we kind of use foot-pounds and Newton meters. All right, and inch-pounds if it's really small. All right, but yep, there we go. That's the info I'm looking for. And it's got a picture, and it's kind of got like where everything is supposed to go. That's the banjo bolt. These are the caliper bracket bolts right here. These are the shims, and these are the brake pads. So pretty cool. All right, and here we got one of the disc brakes. All right, there's the caliper pins. These are the little, what are these, number 5? It's called a front disc brake pad support. Okay. So yeah, so it'll have a diagram, all right, and then it'll have, like, it says here 1, right? So you'll look at 1, and that's called a front disc. It's too bad they don't have a parts list or something, but you can go to like Toyota's website or your dealer website, and they'll have diagrams and stuff like that too. So, but they won't have torque specs like this, okay? And that, like I said, that's what I'm going for. Okay, this tells you how to take apart this shows you a diagram of the caliper itself when you take it apart. Okay, this shows you how to remove it from the vehicle. So this is removal. All right. And then so a lot of these will have like links to other parts. So if I click, I'm not going to click on it, but if I click on this, it'll tell you how to disable the brake control. All right, so it'll go somewhere else in the guide, right? Yeah, so how would I do that? Well, I would need so we would have to look that up, yeah? How annoying. Anyway, yeah, you would drain the brake fluid, disconnect the front hose, and then, yeah, so hopefully we won't have any kind of problems with the brakes. But okay, guys. But yeah, so this is the kind of step-by-step on how to remove it. All right, and then this is how to disassemble the brake caliper, I suppose, the next one, yep. All right, I would just buy a new caliper, man. Don't bother doing this. This is inspecting. All right, yeah, so what you're doing is checking the run out here, and then you're checking the thickness of the rotor. And there's also specifications also. So let me show you that. So here's installation. So installation should have all the torque specs. Yeah, see, here's the torque right here. So it tells you to torque the caliper bracket bolt to 111 foot-pounds. For real? Holy moly, that's a lot of force for the brakes. Holy crap. Okay, man, All right, if I snap one of those bolts, let's hope there's no typos in this manual. Okay, so here's another interesting thing about this is there's the specifications. All right, so the specifications has, let's go to rear suspension. Okay, we're going to go to rear suspension, and here they've got service data and torque specifications. So service data, it just kind of gives you some specifications on the data, like, you know, like tolerances and how many ohms something should be. Or I have no idea what this is. This has something to do with the stabilizer link, and it's got like, it looks like a torque spec, but the torque spec is the next one. All right. Okay, and this kind of, there's no diagram, but there it tells you like what all the torque specs are. Okay, in Newton meters, kgfcm, and foot-pounds. All right, pretty cool. So if I want to look at the rear stabilizer link assembly, rear stabilizer bar, and then the specified tightening torque for the bar, I guess that's the brackets for the bar. Is that the linkage or the one? I'm not sure, man. Anyway, this is 74 foot-pounds, quite a bit. Okay, that's why it's nice to have a picture so you kind of know what, you know, what you're looking at. Okay, the trailing arm, the rear trailing arm assembly is 66 foot-pounds. All right, so there you go. Rear stabilizer board, main muffler heat insulator, 43 inch-pounds. Inch-pounds, all right, not foot-pounds. Oh, so yeah, so if there's an inch-pounds one, there'll be a different column for it, all right? Very nice. It's very good. I like it. Hades Mega is totally nerding out on this. All right, and it's like that for a lot of them, like hybrid transmission transaxle. So this talks about the hybrid transmission, what kind of fluid you need, how many liters, 1.7 liters, Toyota Genuine ATF WS. Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. All right, and then the seal, rear drive shaft oil seal. Okay, some specifications. All right, that's what that is. All right, so I downloaded most of those, most of the ones that I thought were important. Okay, and then so like right now, where was I? I was on brakes. Yeah, we're doing brakes and then front. All right, so that's where I was. Okay, and then so you can kind of get out of this. I hope I remember where I was. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Oh, this just goes to the next. It just goes up the tree. Okay. How do I get out of here? If you want to download, is what I'm doing. So what I've did is I got the 2 days. I got the 2-day subscription. All right, and I like I said, I'm downloading the brake one right now. So let's do that. All right. So I've got a directory up here. Okay. So this is what I've been downloading so far. All right. So we're gonna do brakes. So I'm kind of downloading each page. All right. So I know it's freaking tedious. I know it's freaking tedious. I wish I could just download one PDF file that had like everything in it already, so I didn't have to do this. But they don't have something like that yet. Okay, so, you know, for 20 bucks, I'll you know, take my time and download everything, all right, that I need, because I plan to own my vehicle for a long time, and I plan to work on my vehicle as much as possible. Hades Mega is one of those DIY people, all right. Okay, so the next chapter, all right, is brake. So what I'm going to do is put 03 here, and I type everything in capital so I don't have to, like, you know, capital this and then lowercase that. I just make everything capitals. Okay, so the next one is brake. So I'm going to put brake here. Okay, and then I'm going to go to brake front. All right, so we're going to make another subdirectory called brake front. All right, you don't have to do it this way, but that's the way I'm doing it. Brake parentheses front. Okay, go in there. Okay, and then I want to download the components. All right, so this is the component diagram for the front brakes. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is hit print. All right, and you're going to have a program. I think I have Adobe Acrobat, or Chrome. Chrome might do it, the Chrome browser. But I have it on, you hit print, all right, and you go, see there's different printers here. I got a Samsung printer and an Epson printer. Well, if I print it to one of those printers, it'll print it, all right? But if I hit save as PDF, it will print it to a PDF file, all right? So I'm going to hit save. It takes a little while for it to make the PDF. Okay, there it is. And then I'm going to go back, all right? I'm going to repair manual, brake, front brake, all right? And then this is the component diagram. So I have to rename all of them, guys. Yes, it's very tedious work, all right? So this one, for the first one, I put the number. So I put the first one is 01, and then I put components. That was the first one, right? I forget all the time. Components, hit enter, boom, all right, saved. And then it should be there now, all right? And then if I go to components and I click it, and there you go. I've got it saved on my computer. So if I need to print it out in the future, like let's say I'm going to work on my brakes, then I will just print this out, okay? Or I'll look it up on my phone. Pretty cool. So that's how I do it. And I've done it for, I've got quite a bit. I've done quite a bit of it already, but I'm like halfway there, guys. And I got like one more day left to download this stuff. So yeah, so I'm working, and then so my mom has a Prius, so I might want to look at some stuff for a Prius also. So, but yeah, like if I wanted to look up something for my Previa, I could totally do it. Okay. Oh yeah, so there's different years for the Rav4 Prime. See, so this is a 2022 Rav4 Prime. There's a 2023 Rav, but I want to go to 2021 because that's the one. That's the one that I own, okay? And then you could do it in French, Spanish. Spanish. There you go, for you guys that speak Spanish, French, Spanish. Oh, it doesn't do Spanish. It doesn't do Spanish. Oh, excuse me. Okay, there's a French and English. Anglaise, right? Sad that's how the French say English. Yeah. Okay, so how do we get out of here? I want to show you some other stuff, and then that'll be it. Oh yeah, so there's some other stuff you can do here. So this is the print button, like I mentioned. That's how I'm downloading it. All right. I guess I don't know. Is there any other way you can download this? You can do save as, I guess. Yeah, you might be able to save it as an HTML file, but I feel like a PDF is more. I think it's more better. So I'm saving it as PDF. You can. Oh, there's an add to favorites here. You can rate this document. And then you can make corrections, all right? So yeah, like let's say somebody put the wrong torque spec or something, and you put the right one, right? Like that, there's no way that I did that torque spec and it broke the bolt, type of thing, okay? How do I get out of here? Let me figure out. Okay, so here's how you can find this website, all right? It's called techinfo.toyota.com, all right? I just typed it into Google, and I'm going to click right here. All right, and it's going to warn you about it not being secure and stuff, but it's a legit site, all right? I'm just going to tell you that, guys, right now. It's a legit site. All right, see, they got stuff on the Supra right here. I think I'm already logged in, man. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff here, man. There's stuff on the BZ4X here. Stuff on the 2023 Crown Warranty. The 86 repair manual. Yeah, these are like some. So okay. So you're gonna click TIS here, okay, and then you're gonna look up your vehicle. All right. So Division Toyota. Oh, you can look up Lexus and Scion also. Okay, guys. It's all Toyota. Same stuff. Peace pipe, crack pipe. All right, and then you're gonna say, let's say I have a Toyota Previa. Is that in here? Oh yeah, there is. See, there's a Previa. There's Previa. I had a 90, I think it was a 91 Previa. There you go. And then you're going to hit search. Boom. All right. And it shows you all the stuff for the Previa right here. Okay. So the first one is summary. It just kind of gives you a little bit of what all these tabs are. All right. So the first one is service bulletins, SB. All right. Mexico service bulletin. Okay. Canadian service bulletins. Quick training guides. That's what QT is. QTG. If you want to learn how to do stuff, repair manuals. Okay, this is the important one. Repair manuals and electric diagram. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here, guys. It just your mind will explode how much documentation there is for each of these vehicles. All right. So anyway, the one I went is RM. All right, repair manual. Okay, and then you'll go to how to use this repair manual. Okay. Then it'll open up another window. It'll have a windows just like I had showed you last time. Okay. All right. Yeah, I just clicked one of those. I think there's another way to get there, but that's just what I did. I just clicked on one of these and it opens up that window, right? And then you can look at whatever you want. All right. Let's say, yeah, we want to check out the brakes on the Previa. All right. Well, anti-lock. My Previa didn't have anti-lock brakes, but there you go. So here's some info on the Toyota Previa brakes. All right. The brake booster, the front brake. Look at this. Awesome. And you can tell this is an old school Toyota. Yeah, these are the old school Toyota manuals. See? So when you buy a service manual for Toyota, this is what it looked like back in the days. All right. Like I said, remember everything is all on the computer now, so they don't make manuals like this anymore. So that's why it looks different than the RAV4 one. See, this is all the diagram. I actually kind of like this better, guys. But yeah, everything is all computerized now, so they don't do this anymore. So that's pretty rad. I like it, man. Okay. Okay, yeah, so check this out. They got stuff on the BZ4X already, man. It's crazy. There it is. How to use this. This is all the service manual on the BZ4X, all right? An electric Toyota vehicle. All right. EV battery charging performance, all right? How to install the floor mats. Okay, so these are service bulletins. These are like these are stuff that like they added after they made the service manual, okay? So battery maintenance, yeah. So this is like, I think before the dealer gets it, or before the dealer puts it on, you know, on display, they got to do stuff, you know. Pre-delivery service check sheet, all right? So this is the stuff they have to look over on the vehicle in Mexico, apparently, before they, you know, they put it on sale, all right? New car features. All right. Oh, this is a VIN number. All right, so this shows you the code for the VIN number. All right, so if you look here, I know, so I'm just making totally nerding out on this. So number one, it could be a X or a Y. All right. Yeah, I guess it's X, or I don't know why there's only one character here, but if you have an XM on your VIN number, you have the 150 kilowatt front wheel drive model. If you have a YM, you have the 80 kilowatt plus 80 kilowatt all wheel drive model. Okay, well, that's interesting. So it's exactly the same power front and back. That's nice. And then the vehicle series EA. Okay, so EA means it's the BZ4X. Okay, model generation 1. All right, this is the first gen. They don't only have the first generation. It just came out. The drive type, 2-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. So if you have 2-wheel drive, you'll have a 0 on that. All right, number 4. This will be 0. All right, if you have all-wheel drive, you'll have a 5. So this one's an all-wheel drive. All right. So I think so. Yeah. So here's the example. Y, all-wheel drive. All right. EA BZ4X. This is an all-wheel drive BZ4X with, that's the first generation. What's this M here? Oh, okay, I see. So yeah, this number corresponds to this number, all right? So you have the Y and the M. That's kind of weird. But both of them have M, so that's, I don't know. Regardless, you're going to have an M here, okay? Yeah, that's the only weird one right there, all right? And then for the third is the model generation first, all right? This is a first generation all-wheel drive BZ4X with left-hand drive, all right, because it's L, all right? L, left-hand drive. And then 6 means is produced at the Toyota Motor Corporation, all right? I don't know where that is. It's a wagon, 5-passenger, 7W. Okay, there's only one. It's a single-speed automatic. Grade, what is this? Is there a 9? A grade M. There's nothing on here though.
Engine specification S means electric motor, and 11A means it's American. Okay, so for USA. Got it? Alright, cool. Yeah, so yeah, I'm telling you, there's a whole bunch of stuff you could nerd out on, guys. This is BZ4X, okay? That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, they have accessories. Yeah. I'll show you this Rav4 Prime accessory here. Real quick. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff you could nerd out here, guys. I'll tell you. New car features, campaign publications. I don't know what this is. Headlamp beam should be blah blah blah. Collision repair stuff, accessories. Oh, here's the one. Where is it? Forged oil cap. There you go. So you apparently can buy a TRD forged oil cap for your Rav4 Prime. I looked it up already. They don't sell them anymore, guys. I think they sell a newer one. They don't have this one anymore, but yeah, it's a forged aluminum oil cap. Pretty cool, right? There even got the part number too if you want to look it up. Right? I already looked it up. They don't sell them anymore. Okay.
Okay, guys. So that's a little short tour of the Toyota TECHINFO website. All right. So if you're trying to get any kind of manual for your Toyota, all right, for Hades Omega, I'm looking up Rav4 Prime stuff right now. Okay. Then I don't have to buy a manual later. But I still would like a paper manual. I think if Haynes or Chilton made a Rav4 book in the future, I'm gonna buy it. All right, but that right now there's nothing like that out there right now. Okay, so I only got this to go on it. Okay, and I think this will be okay. From what I've seen, the Rav4 Prime is like, doesn't need a lot of maintenance. Not a lot of maintenance at all. All right, but there is a lot of stuff that could go bad on it. All right. And, you know, I imagine that stuff is there if it got in a collision or something and you need to take some stuff apart and put it back together. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Okay. Hopefully you won't have to go through a lot of the stuff that's in the manual. Okay. So, yeah, you just go to that TECHINFO website. You have to make you need an email. You need to make a password. The weird thing is, I don't think it asked me for a password. I had to do a password reset first, and then I had to make my own password after I paid for the subscription. All right, and it's $20 for 2 days, and you could do the longer ones also. Okay, and there's different levels you can get also, like professional and all that, but I just needed the torque specs basically. Okay, that's all I really wanted. All right, but yeah, how to do this, how to do that. It'll tell you how to do all that stuff, like how to change your oil, how to change the inverter coolant, the engine coolant, how to take the wheels off, that kind of thing. It's all in there, guys. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff you can look up. If you got more than one Toyota vehicle, Toyota, Lexus, Scion, you can look it all up. All right, but all I can say is, yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass because you can't download you can't download the whole repair manual. Okay, but you can also look up like service bulletins and stuff, like if or like warranty repairs and stuff. Like if something happened to your vehicle and then it's a warranty thing, like they'll fix it. All right, so that type of thing, that's in there, the bulletin. So like everything's in there. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll put a link in the description where you can log on to there, and then and you can do a DIY Toyota repair. Okay. Yeah, one of the things they say is like, yeah, don't share it with people, and honestly, like some of the stuff in there you can't really do unless you have the subscription. Okay, because it has like, oh, click on this link and it'll take you to there. Yeah, you can't do that if you download the stuff. Okay, so you're gonna have to go there and look it up yourself. So, but what Hades Omega is doing is I'm going through the manual and I'm just kind of cherry picking stuff that I think I need. Like I don't have pillar speakers. All right, I think I think if you have the premium audio system, you have like the pillar speakers, the little tweeters that are on the pillars. Yeah, I don't have those. So I didn't download the stuff for that. All right, I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to have that anyway. So in my opinion, sometimes it's better to have less stuff on your car, because that's less stuff to get broken in the future. Okay, that's my honest opinion right there. All right, so that's why I kind of got glad I kind of have the base model one. There's just less stuff to go wrong with it, type of thing. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope this was an educational and entertaining video. Hayes and Meg out.